Alright, what's going on, you guys? I just got one question for y'all. Does your recording look like this? Alright, so as you can tell by the gameplay of the Rocket League that I use, you can see big, huge lag spikes slash freeze spikes. I just call it spiking overall. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going through this. People are new to PC and new to the OBS. You probably did a million settings so this will stop, but you just keep getting this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all pretty much what's going on. First off, if you do play games on the PC and you got it to where you have a nice game graphics card and everything, and you can play high-end games, I'm talking Warzone or anything big time on Steam, then you are already alright. You can pretty much do OBS without lagging, or you can get a good footage and a good gameplay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what you need to do. First off, don't do what I'm doing right now. I'm recording this off of OBS. You can see that on the desktop display capture thing, and when you first boot up your PC, the best thing to do is just type in your password just to get to your desktop, and just go ahead and don't open up anything. Just let your PC do its thing, let it do what it does. Other thing I'll do is, if you're recording, I don't know what to do as far as the streaming thing. I'm just here for the recording. You want to go ahead and turn off me personally, I like to turn off my Wi-Fi, because you don't want that interfering with anything you're doing. So I don't know, I just feel like it interferes, because like, what if you have an update somewhere that can, like, you're in the middle of recording and then your PC decides to update because it's connected to the internet. It can mess up, and it can also slow down your recording, and it can do some damage. I had it a couple of times where I had Wi-Fi on and I had a nice gameplay or something, and then something decided to update in the background, and then that's what happened. Another thing you want to do is you want to make sure all your apps and stuff don't have any updates or open by themselves. That's another thing that helps, because whenever everything starts opening by itself, it can cause issues. On here where I kept having Steam, Minecraft, all this stuff open up, and I didn't want it to open up and update in Discord, and like, it was just slowing down my stuff. But the first thing you want to do when you open your PC is you want to go ahead and open up this task manager, and you want to look at performance. Now in my case, it was my disk, and I click on this. Hold on. And you see that whenever it's doing that, it's disk 0. It's the one at the top. This one right here, you don't want to see this. I'm gonna show y'all later on what it looks like whenever you're doing that, and like, it's spiking real bad to the point where that's where you get the gameplay that I got, where it was spiking. So you see these big spikes right here, that would have been a really bad spike, and it would have like froze up. It would have did it on screen, and you just see it like this. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna go ahead and restart my PC, and I'm gonna get it to where it's not doing none of this, which all you gotta do is just wait for everything to load up and everything to process itself, and you want it to slow down. This one right here is going super crazy. If you see this on this one, that's like the super bad spikes that you're gonna get in the video. You might as well just delete it and throw it away. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna restart this PC, and what y'all gonna do is just restart it, and then once you do that, just type in your code, go to your desktop, make sure you don't have any background apps or anything open up that can cause an update or anything. Turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your internet, and then just let it sit. And then the first thing you want to do is open up Task Manager. And once you open up Task Manager, I'll show y'all what to do with this. Y'all open this up, go to Performance. You're gonna go to whatever disk you got. In my case, my disk 0 is my #1 disk that does, like, that pertains to my OBS. Like you can see it spiking right now. This one, it doesn't really affect me like that, but this 0, the SSD, that affects me the most. And you're just gonna sit here and wait until this levels out and it stops doing these mountains of spiking, and that's when you start recording. So I'll be back with y'all after I reset. Alright y'all, so before you restart yet, I just found out something. It actually is in the task manager what I was looking for earlier. So you go to startup apps. All of these were starting up by themselves, and I don't know, I thought doing this was going to affect my PC like in a negative way, but it didn't. You want all the statuses on these to be disabled because you don't want anything else popping up and opening it up. It just makes it more annoying and more like complex than it has to be. So just go to task manager, startup apps, and y'all want to disable all of these because you don't want anything interfering or affecting. And like I said too, Wi-Fi, you want your internet off. You don't want the internet on if you're just recording. Now if you're streaming, you're just gonna have to take it up somewhere. But as far as startup apps, you don't want anything else getting in the way of your recording. Alright y'all, so as y'all can see right here, it flattened out. That's pretty much what you want to see. Every mouse movement you will see these little mountains, but these right here are just from opening OBS. So what you will do is I just opened it and I just started recording, right? So when I opened it, that's going to happen. You know, it's because you're opening the app and you're putting more stress on your PC. So what you do is you wait here until you see this again. This is what you want. This is the end. This is the goal mode. And you know, you don't see the crazy spiking that you saw. Of course, this one, you're going to be seeing this. This doesn't pertain to my OBS for some reason. Like, it doesn't do anything to my OBS. Whenever this one is acting up, this 0 is acting up, that's whenever I notice the bad spikes in my gameplays. And that's whenever I have the most issues. But right here, you can see it right here. Just pure. That's what you want. You don't want something like this. You don't want that. You want whatever this pertains to your OBS. I'm not sure. I'm not the best with PCs, but this is what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the gameplay on Rocket League. We're gonna go ahead and switch over there, and I'm gonna show y'all, you know, how good it is doing and how good it looks without the spiking and everything. Alright, so as y'all can see, the gameplay in the background is actually smooth. You don't see any more of those big lag spikes. I had to switch over to my mic so I could talk to y'all a little better because the footage that I have recorded, it was supposed to have me talking in the background, but I had to capture the device up too high, and the music is playing in the background. I keep getting copyrights and stuff, so I don't want that happening. But as y'all can see, it's smooth. So I'm gonna run y'all through the steps so I can talk better, because I don't think I got my point across good. What you want to do is you want to go through the task manager and go to the app startup thing, and you want to disable everything that starts up. Anything that's not important that you don't need in the background, you just disable that. Also, this is just for recording, so you want to go ahead and turn off your internet. If you're streaming, don't turn off your internet because obviously you need your internet to stream, but this is just for my people on OBS that's trying to record. You cut off that Wi-Fi, and then like this is just like if you restarted your PC or you're just trying to start recording, or you just open it up. You just open your task manager, go to performance, open up whatever else you have to open up. Like I like to open up my files to whatever I'm recording to from my OBS, so I can see what I'm recording and I can rename and delete whatever I need to delete. And you sit there for a minute. It took me a total of 6 minutes looking at the performance on the task manager from the disk that pertains to my OBS. The other disk, it doesn't really affect my recording, so I'm not focused on that one. I'm just focusing on the one that I notice does the most activity whenever my OBS is spiking. You just keep an eye on that, and after a couple of minutes, after everything settled down with your PC, you will notice that it'll just go like flatline instead of like up and down and just spiking up and down the whole time. And that's whenever you open your OBS. Now when you open your OBS, there's going to be another mountain that pops up, that it spikes up. That's just from opening the app. Any app that you open is going to happen. So you don't worry about that one. Before you start recording, I'll wait a little bit and wait for it to calm down again. It doesn't go super crazy. I'm pretty sure you can just open up your OBS at that point and just start recording. But I like to wait just in case, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A couple of tips I have. I'm actually gonna try this while recording off of my PC because I record most of my gameplay off of my Xbox, but I'm gonna try it on PC and see how it works. Then I would think I would do the same thing. Open it up, type in my name, open Task Manager, leave it alone for like 5 to 10 minutes. Open up whatever game I'm playing, wait another 2 minutes to see what's going on with the performance, and then I'll open up OBS to see what's going on. Then I'll start recording and get on. One more tip that I got also, whenever you open OBS, you want to avoid, depending on how long you record. Like me, when I start recording, I can record up to 10 videos in like however long sitting that I'm using. But whenever you get it running perfectly and you don't have the spikes and everything, I would avoid like exiting out of OBS, because every time you exit out, you never know, like whenever you restart it, you're gonna get that one spike from it restarting. But then like if you cut it off, you don't know if it's gonna start spiking like real bad again. So once you cut it on and you have it recording and it's working perfectly, I'll just keep my eye on it and try not to exit out of it as much as I can, because you want it running smoothly throughout, and it's just gonna get more complicated if you just keep exiting out and opening. A couple of times I had good gameplays where I had X'd out and I had opened it back up to start recording again, and during the middle of that recording I'll have the bad spikes and my footage will be messed up to where I just had to throw it out. And also, another thing I do too, when you open OBS, I'll open it up in Administrator. There's a setting that you can set it to where it'll just open up as an administrator on its own. All you have to do is just click yes to the little pop-up that pops up, and that's gonna take away from the usage and just stressing out the computer. I know I'm missing a lot of big words here. I'm not a computer super scientist genius or whatever, but those are my tips to get it working, because I had a lot of problems with OBS. So hopefully I help somebody. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that wanted to see this, because I've looked everywhere for it when I was having this problem and nobody was talking about this specific issue. So with this whole thing, with whoever has this problem, patience is key. And thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Subscribe, like, share.